angiosperms. Yeah.
Yeah, conifers do that, and then hardwoods have like the seeds and the fruits that have to pollinate.
Right. It's cool how like a cone pollinates. A cone is a flower.
Yeah, no, it's
that
insane,
is so
though.
cool.
And that's why like one of my favorite things about like pines and cones and all that is like they're very successful. Like white pine is successful after fires, I think.
And sandy soils and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
just stuff where it can stay dormant for a while and then just sprout up in a full stand after like 20 years.
Yeah, dude, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Even like ponderosa pine out west.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of that. They got fire resistant bark.
Really? I didn't know that about them. That's nuts.
And I think when the fire comes, don't quote me on this, but I think all their like stored water gets uptaked from the roots and pushed to the bark, basically.
Oh, really?
So when the fire comes, it'll take all the branches that are like dead and that are self-pruned, that the tree killed itself because it wasn't making enough energy, too low on the tree, and then it'll just be it's cool. That's pretty cool, dude. Yeah. Dude, that's sick though. I love talking about like serotinous species.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially like, dude, it's weird to think about, like even down south is supposed to be like fire. And we're just like suppressing it.
Well, that's been like we were talking about that in class lately. It was like how we had to go from suppressing fires constantly to letting it burn to a controlled burns. Because like if you can,
you're good.
If you completely like suppress fires, they would end up getting out of control. Like if you remember all the California wildfires.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was pretty much the byproduct of that was. From us suppressing fires for decades.
And I mean, climate change had something to do with it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the sole factor.
Did you hear about all the crazy stuff that like caused these fires, like kids setting off like fireworks and then someone had like a botched
what is it? Gender?
Gender. Yeah. That was the most ridiculous. I was just like, I was reading that and I was like, wow.
That's like, the most California thing.
Yeah, I was like,
they were definitely from like LA. Like
I remember, I think it was like they shot it and that caused like a spark. I think that's what it was. Something definitely. Like that.
Dude, all it takes is a spark.
Yeah,
all it takes is a spark.
No, exactly.
It's pretty cool. Have you ever heard of dwarf mistletoe?
I think yeah.
So that's a parasitic plant out west that happens in Doug fir. And when there's no fire, if you like suppress fire for long enough, then this parasitic plant just creates witches' brooms like all over Doug fir, basically.
Does it do damage? Like, does it hurt?
Oh yeah, kills them. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, so it's like if there's no fire, you have to manage for Doug mistletoe.
Yeah,
but it's kind of cool. Yeah.
No, that's sick as fuck. Like, actually, one of my favorite things are parasitic plants because I just think the way they work is insane.
Definitely,
like,
dude.
The one we were talking about in class the other day, I forget what it is, but it's some vine, like some creeping vine, where it basically will like surround itself around the tree and then starve it. Like, it's fucked. And
take all the energy.
Well, then like when the tree dies, what will happen is it will like eventually the mass of that like ivy or vine will like weigh the tree down and make it fall, and it'll fall in another tree. So it's from one to the next to the next. So it can keep going.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I was like, I was just like, the plant world is ruthless, bro. Like,
it is, dude. Trees don't give a fuck.
I was like, I get,
dude,
like,
these trees got to make a diss track.
Like, I get the animal world as fuck, but damn,
the tree, dude. So some parasitic plants will take all the energy, but or kill the tree.
Yeah.
But have you ever heard there's dwarf mistletoe here, which is on the eastern side, so Doug fir. But what happens to balsam fir and spruce? Dwarf mistletoe will overgrow. So it'll take all the energy and it'll like create overgrowth, so it'll like stimulate the growth.
Oh, okay.
It'll stimulate the growth and it'll like keep growing. Like,
so it's like
I need way more energy. Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy.
It's kind of cool. So it's cool how some parasites will take away energy and kill cells, and some will like stimulate cells. So they like, oh, I need all your energy this way by literally just, I don't know. Pretty cool.
No, all of it's cool stuff. Like, I love like reading about it and like listening to it. Like, even in class when we watch like videos or I listen to it, I'm like, damn, that's actually mad interesting.
Like, what in particular?
One of the craziest things was learning about specifically like water and sap transport and all that.
Oh, that is so cool.
Like, it's just insane.
Like trees can like uptake like 100 gallons an hour.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. And like specifically like how it works and how it like how xylem cells on the outside for, I think, hardwoods like will only use the outermost growth rings to transport water, and I
Yep.
think phloem's on the inner part, and
Mhm.
then where conifers do it throughout the tree, like throughout
Yeah.
all the growth rings.
I was speaking about here on the last podcast. This is an elm tree, and so what will happen? Like it's really porous, right? So these holes, but are you in Woody Functions too?
No, I haven't taken that yet.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, that class is really fun. That's like the lab to Jay Wason's the
Oh no, I
lecture.
did take it. I took it
Yeah.
in my freshman year. I forgot it was called that.
Right. So these are like porous rings, right?
Yeah.
And so what will happen in elm trees is this will freeze in the winter. Is that uncomfortable with your
Well, no, I
afro?
just had to get it up there.
Yeah.
Like, I had to try a couple times. I'm like, wait, this isn't sitting.
But anyways, this what I'm showing you here is kind of like those holes is basically that's where all the water is being uptake.
Yeah.
But in the winter, when it goes dormant, those holes will freeze, and so it can't. So it'll always be the
slows down
most
a lot.
exactly. So it'll always be the most outer layer, like producing the new holes. So there's this disease for elm yellows.
Dutch elm.
A Dutch elm's different. That's a beetle, but this is elm yellows, and this it gets in the bark like this, and will take over this one and block this one, and then it'll block the next one and block the next one, and then it'll suffocate the whole tree, and the tree will suffocate itself.
Oh,
isn't that kind of cool? So it'll eventually suffocate by like filling up all the holes of water and just by barricading it with this fungus. And then it'll kill the tree.
Does it take all the water from it? Like,
it doesn't take all the water from it. It just stops it. So, what is it? It's a bacteria basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of different than a parasite.
Okay. At first I thought it like when you said fungus, that's why I was like, oh, is it some parasite? But no. Okay. So it's like a bacteria, more of like,
Like it has no cell walls. I know that.
Okay.
But the words like parathesia, I don't know. I can't. I shouldn't speak on it on the podcast. I'm trying to get like my professors on, so I have to know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So you want to talk about GIS then?
Yeah, let's talk about GIS. Dude, we're the least. We should not talk about GIS.
Like, honestly, like, yeah. I mean, I think I've looked at you in class and been like, you getting this?
No, man, I'm not getting it.
The one thing I will say is I like the labs a lot.
I do.
I think I like working with ArcMap. Still annoyed I'm not going to get to work with ArcGIS.
Yeah, me neither.
But like, I really enjoy working with. Put that somewhere else.
Oh no, but I do. I love making maps and working with data and being like, oh, you can just make this map just like this.
Yeah, no, that's a favorite, and like the million different ways you can do it and work around things. Like that was my favorite part of being like, oh, I don't have to do that. I can do this, and it takes me like
2 seconds
shorter.
Yeah, exactly. I do think that, but that does make it a lot more confusing.
Yeah, I've definitely run into some walls
because it could be like
shortcut like that.
Oh man, dude, you could make it really simple, but you could make it really, really complicated. That's why there are so many short.
No, like me trying to organize it, I make it like really. I ended up getting really complicated with all the layers because I would just keep renaming them.
Yeah,
like I wasn't specific enough, and I'd be like, "Fuck, I don't know what layer this is." I'm just sitting there for 5 minutes while Pari or Tony's talking about what the next step, and I'm like, "Hold on."
Oh, so it's stressful when you're behind on steps.
Oh yeah, I came in 15 minutes late for like the second class, and I definitely I was stuck for a while.
Yeah. I sometimes, dude, I'll get stuck and I'll be stuck until 11.
I remember the one day. You remember when we had the makeup lab?
Yeah.
I came in an hour early for like Pari.
I missed it. I missed that lab.
Dude.
I had to do it alone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tough, dude.
That was a rough lab.
It's okay.
But like I got there an hour early and I sat there for probably 40 minutes just stuck on like step 2 because I couldn't like figure out because my file was messed up. I couldn't like figure out how to fix it. And then like it gets to like 2:30 or 2:40 and then I figure it out and I get working again. I get stuck on like step 11 and then they all walk in. I'm like, now I'm on step 11. I'm 2 ahead to be like,
yeah, exactly.
But I'm not on step 2 where I could be like,
yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
But it wasn't that. Like, I actually, I don't know. I can find enjoyment doing the labs.
No, definitely. Making maps is cool. I love working with data.
Yeah.
Working with data, I don't like math, but I do like...
Yeah, the math in that
it's really
hard.
visually.
Yeah.
It's really just visual.
Yeah.
Because I could look at maps all day.
Definitely there is though a part of it that is probably some crazy math that if like that failed, you'd probably have to be like, all right, what's this equation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like satellite math. That's what it'd be like,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, that's not I could not do that. Like, that is hard. I'm not good at math.
I'm not
Like,
good at math
yeah,
at all, dude.
like that just
Pre-calc, dude, any math I
yeah.
can't do.
I
I really
remember
can't. I do like writing though. I love writing. I'm not a fan as much as like working through steps.
yeah.
We were talking about like, is that like the left side of the brain or right side of the brain?
I think it's I remember, yeah, I think it's the right actually. I think it's the right. I think it's the right. And no one quote me on that. Been a little while, but yeah, the right side is a little more creative, and then the left side tends to be more on like the calculating, like math side. I think like geometric versus like flowing, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool, man.
Yeah, I think on a very like visual level, I guess, like where I think of things in like a shape or something like that, where I'm like, oh, this is wavy, like that's geometrical, like with that whole like that analogy.
Yeah, no, I totally get you.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. Dude, tell us about Pittsburgh. You from Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Macmillan.
yeah. Well, rest in peace.
Yeah, dude.
But
big rip.
I mean, also Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers is from?
Yeah, he's from Pittsburgh.
Who else? What other famous people?
Andy Warhol.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Nico because she's from Germany. You know,
like the
girl that I think she's like an artist that sings with Andy.
Yeah,
Warhol.
yeah, I know. Yeah. I think.
But he is awesome. I love Velvet Underground.
Oh, Andrew Carnegie. Like
who's that?
He was a steel tycoon and like a huge railroad tycoon.
Oh, that's why it's called the Steelers.
Yeah. That's well, yeah, because we were a big steel town for like decades, like a long time. It polluted, like that's a big thing, is like it polluted the whole city.
Yeah.
My great grandmother used to be like, it used to like snow black because it was like the air was so polluted.
Wow. Yeah, that's kind of like that's
dude dark. The river would be like the Simpsons movie when they pulled out the three-eyed fish. That's like literally my good granddad was watching that and he's like, that's what the river was like. And I was like, Jesus, I like go kayaking down that, bro.
Dude, there are some rivers that are so polluted.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Historically.
Oh, yeah. That even the Stillwater, dude. You learned all about like the log driving down on that, like ruin the river.
Absolutely. What they used to do, for the people who don't know, they used to take all the trees basically in northern Maine all the way up towards the river and then pile the trees on the ice in the winter.
Yeah.
Because the only way you could move the trees back then, they didn't have machinery, is on a sled with horses. So then they would put the trees on the river.
It's like you're in northern Maine. That's not very efficient.
Yeah, not at all, dude. So then they'd put the trees on the river and then the ice would melt and ice break, and then the mill would be basically downriver. Probably in Bangor was like the biggest logging town in the world.
Yeah, that was like all the pictures in Nutting are like of that whole operation and them at Bangor. And
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I think
cool.
I think some of them.
No, it is.
Bangor, I was like, Jesus, this was like real.
Yeah, no doubt, dude.
I got a couple crazy things on a side note after this, though.
No. Take it away.
Okay, so my buddy Ben Campbell,
mm-hmm.
So he knows a lot of lobster fishermen. He's worked with a lot of lobster fishermen. It's crazy, like the history. Like it's always like generations of family normally, and it's like a very tight knit community. It's like
fishermen and down east.
Yeah. He was telling me all about how like people will steal like lobsters out of the traps at like night and shit.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
But like those lobstermen will shoot you on the spot, like without even asking questions, like
because you're on the ocean.
Yeah. Well, it's like you're in the middle of nowhere at like some small port town is a lot, you know what I mean? Or even in I don't even know where, but he was telling me this specific story today. It was I think he was doing something. He was working for a fishing boat or something like that, and he ended up seeing this old lady come up to like this 25-year-old dude and just right hook him right in the face. Yeah. And then go on about
this old lady.
Yeah, and she's like, "Your brother saw what you were doing last night."
She has her main accent is so
I
thick.
can't even. Yeah, I can't even. Ben did it perfect. I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, but like she was like, "Your brother saw what you were doing last night. How could you steal lobsters out of like steal traps from your cousin?" Yeah, and she was like, your cousin doesn't ask questions or you know what I mean, like about who's stealing from his traps, you could have been shot. And I'm like, what?
Oh
I'm like,
my
the worst I
God.
might have ever dealt with in Pittsburgh is like, you break into someone's house, you'll get shot, obviously, like,
Right.
or like, like anything like that. But I've never, and like that was like one of my first times ever hearing about something crazy like that.
Dude, that's hilarious.
The other thing was in like northwestern Maine. Like this was apparently a big thing he told me with the unions, like a history thing for them was
Yeah.
like they what is it? Like they would break up Ku Klux Klan's meetings. Like in Maine.
What
'cause
was?
Ku Klux Klan meetings in Maine? Because apparently in Maine a long time ago, like they ran shit.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
So like and apparently up in like northwestern Maine, there's still like shit like that going on. He
Holy
was telling me
shit.
all about. He's like, you don't want to go there, and I'm like, oh.
You're like, okay,
I
buddy.
was like, oh, what if I
Damn,
bring
dude.
some of my buddies? He's
I've
like,
never heard
"No."
of that, dude.
No, that was like no. He's definitely told me a lot about like insight into like just Maine like history and culture. He loves that stuff, and it's super
Yeah.
cool like listening to all of that.
No doubt, dude. I've never heard of the KKK. I thought that was in the
You
southern.
didn't? No, dude. When again in Pittsburgh, when I was like 12, there was a march in like the main street of my town, and I live 15, 20 minutes from the city, from like
What?
downtown. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that still happens?
Yeah. This was like 2012, bro. That this
That
happened. It
is
was like I remember
terrible,
seeing it
dude.
on the street, and there was a newspaper the other day. I was like the day after I was looking at it, I was like, wow. I was like, holy shit.
That is horrible.
No,
dude.
like for
That is
real, this
weird
shit's
because,
everywhere,
like,
bro. This shit is really everywhere. It's
we're
scary.
probably like the first generation of like people not
really giving it like feeling that shit.
Yeah, no, seriously.
No,
That is
like
crazy
well,
that
I don't even think it's like we're
not the first generation,
but I think
'cause-
it's a much smaller, like very much smaller percentage of like it's like kids that literally grew up not knowing like anything much different. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
exactly. I grew up in a small town, Maine, and I definitely know a ton of people that are like just
Yeah.
weird around, you know what I mean? Just not
like,
comfortable.
Yeah.
But
well,
like
it's also
I've never really experienced like, since there obviously isn't a lot of like
yeah.
you know.
No, I know.
But dude, I went to a school with a lot of like kids from Asia and a lot of kids from the city that were African American too.
Yeah.
And everyone was so nice to each other. I mean, like there I didn't really like where I was
Yeah.
from in Maine.
I mean, even
where
my
I was
school,
from in Maine,
bro.
there was definitely no like
Yeah. Were you from like more southern? Like
No, I'm from Freiburg. So that's like kind of western.
Okay.
Yeah. Like southern, like southwestern foothills. That's what
That's
what they call it. Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
Like North Conway.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Hell yeah. Right next to there.
But yeah, I mean, even for my high school, like there were things that happened, like, and that's dude, my school was like a weird imitation of Riverdale at times. It was kind of surreal. Riverdale, like the TV show, bro, where it's all like high school drama.
Oh
like,
yeah.
and then like the high school kids look like they're fucking 20, and you're like, what?
Really?
Dude, look it
well,
up. It's unreal. These actors literally look like they're like sophomores in college, and they're supposed to be like even seniors in college, and they're supposed to be like sophomores in high school. And I'm
right.
like, what?
Dude,
I'm like,
high schoolers, when you look at pictures of yourself when you're in high school, you're like, oh my God.
Oh, I know.
And then you look at like an actor in Euphoria and you're like, that's what they're like saying that high schoolers
oh
look
my
like.
God, bro.
Yeah.
It's like the people I saw at my high school, maybe like one girl at the whole high school looked like one of the girls in that,
or
Cassie.
guys.
Yeah, like one dude looked
like
like one guy looked like Nate.
Well, I
that,
barely have like a mustache
yeah,
back then.
I used
Like,
to just clean shit because I couldn't grow shit. So I was like, fuck it. But no, that's like there. I remember this one dude in my school, Nate Mankey. Oh my fucking God. Literally, two chicks got in a fight over him.
oh my God. Dude, you have any funny stories about
Oh,
fights?
I have a couple. I have two. I have one breakup one that's really funny.
All
That's
right,
just like
hit me
nuts.
with it.
Okay, so like there were two kids, a chick, Andy something, and then RJ. Andy broke up with RJ while we were all in lunch, and literally like
RJ's the chick?
RJ's the guy.
Okay.
Yeah, his name. Yeah,
I was about Andy
No,
and RJ.
Andy is the girl. RJ.
Yeah, I see
Andy used to show up at the fucking bar I worked at when I was 16 because I was a dishwasher and literally trying to get drinks. I remember chilling at the bar talking to like an older dude, and I was like, "What is happening?" I was like, "Oh, I'll see you at class tomorrow." But like, literally, it was fuck.
She was fighting. She broke up with RJ.
Yeah, and RJ like stood up, like I mean, he was like screaming, losing his fucking mind.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. As you do when
he
you're
was
in
like
high school.
He was an asshole, like,
Yeah,
an
total.
aggressive dude. He stood up and like went in full force, like punched the window next to him. the whole thing like bended outward and then in, and then like he's just still screaming and shit. Then he storms off out to like outside of the doors and goes and lays down in the middle of the road because the buses are coming. Because this is like 8th period lunch.
You are not breaking up with me, or
Not
the
even
buses
that.
aren't coming.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna kill myself. I was like,
holy
well,
shit.
he was like freaking out. Like we were all sitting there, we're like, well, like at that point, people were standing and watching, but like we're like, what is happening, bro? But then
I feel bad for
remember-
that poor dude. That poor dude has to live with that. He did that in front of everybody he knows for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, shit happens, bro.
But
Especially
that's
when
crazy.
you're that age.
Yeah, when you're that
But
age.
I remember the fucking.
I did some crazy stuff.
I think he played football, and like the football coach just sat. He's the gym coach too. He just sat on the side of the hill of our lunch, like talking to him for like
an hour.
Yeah, like actually, and it was like it was definitely the like bitch saying shit discussion. Like he was just like, "You'll move on in your life. You're young now." And I'm like, I was just like, ooh. That's a hard one,
dude. Everyone has that picture of just like the angry dude and the football coach, like having that talk right now. Like, you're just not understood, but you will be.
You will be a star. I will send you to Penn State.
That's one thing that is
Jerry Sandusky will make you a great star.
You will be. You will be a superstar one day. You will make this town on the map known.
Dude, that's like fucking movies. Some Weinstein shit. You will be a star. I was like,
fuck oh yeah. God. Dude, I heard this thing the other day that Mark Zuckerberg hunts and kills all of his own meat.
Yeah, no, that's apparently a thing. I remember hearing about that, and I was like, like this just makes him even like, no, he must be a reptile person or some bull.
Dude, like, that makes him even more robot. If it was anybody else, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. But Mark Zuckerberg, no, exactly. That is
it's literally just Mark Zucker. You're like, it's Mark Zuckerberg. Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Have you seen that thing where he's what is it? He's at Congress and it's like with AOC.
Yeah.
And she's like, what is it? She's like, or I don't think it's with AOC.
Wasn't it just like a board of
it's with somebody else, and it's like, would you be comfortable sharing with us where you stayed last night? And Zuckerberg's like, no. He's like, how about the messages on your iPhone? Could you read that to us? And he's like, no. He was like, well, I'll ask you the same thing, whatever. It was like the biggest roast.
Oh my God.
I thought it was kind of funny.
Dude, it's just like, I remember him you remember the ads for Meta? Like that whole thing.
That's what Facebook is now.
Yeah. But I remember, dude, I'm just like, you're literally selling us a simulation.
You are selling us a simulation.
I was like, bro, you're a robot. You just want us to all be on. Like,
dude, wow. That is what he made Facebook is so simple. Why didn't I think of it first? I know I was only 4, but like,
yeah, because you were 4, bro.
But like, you know what I mean?
Well, why didn't anyone else? I mean, I think a lot of people did. It's just that his took off and was like successful. It just
right.
I think a lot of like success stories end up a lot of times on top of like working hard and knowing your shit and doing it right is like you're right there at the right place, the right time. Like there is that little sprinkle of luck in everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Or like, I guess chance, fate, whatever you want to call it. Like any of that. Like I think sometimes things just happen.
Yeah.
You just gotta be like, I'm lucky as fuck. Like
true.
Yeah, like,
and it might not be your work. Like, have you ever seen that Google Earth, how that got made? It was with this company called TerraVision.
No.
Yeah, so TerraVision is this German company. It was these 2 kids that were like our age. One was an artist and one was a computer guy.
Yeah.
The computer guy was like a genius. And the artist was like really
good at
doing what he was
an artist.
Yeah, and he was a like Microsoft guy. Non-Microsoft, but
like digital art. Like,
right, exactly.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
And they worked for whatever 5-6 years on this company, and then they made this like friend, their like idol, like saw what they were doing and was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then was like, can we see how you were doing that? Yeah. And he was like, oh, of course, this is how you do it. And then like 5 years later, they were like, oh, we're making this thing called Google Earth. And what Google Earth is your company.
They completely stole it. Like,
yeah, and it's like
one of the. It's like just
big fish.
Yeah, and that's like I think of like you can't have your cards on the table all the time.
Think about it. If you're a fish, you're always going to be at risk of the bigger fish.
And like keep your idols a little bit away, especially if you're like getting successful in the same thing as them. Like I think keeping a bit of distance with them is always going to be good because You never know when something
Yeah.
like that could
And
happen.
they were kids too.
Yeah.
So Google went in and was like, "Oh, how did you do all this?"
Like,
They didn't have
they
lawyers.
completely fed in, like, they just
Yeah.
played their naivety. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Which, oof,
That's just like
that's
rough.
sad.
Yeah, I mean, that's
And it's
anything.
missing out on billions.
I mean, imagine like,
trillions.
I don't know, for me it's like music. Imagine if I got really successful at like fucking funk, like
Bootsy Collins.
yeah, or like Thundercat, like
Thundercat.
funk.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like what I listen to that shit all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Anderson
some
.Paak.
Yeah, just some jam shit and like just chilling. Like if I met one of those guys and then like, you know, I came up with this crazy song, and that's happened a million times in music, and then they're just like next year they just put a fucking song out that wasn't
That's
that.
literally that. Yeah.
I'd lose it. I would lose it. Or
Yeah.
like,
but would you? I would lose it in the hype way.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Because it's like your song made it.
Well, you made it, but like if it was something I knew,
your song is gonna make it. If
Yeah.
somebody else is using your song, then your song's gonna make it.
and then make another that can make it and come out with
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
I think it's only if you knew it was going to be like successful, and it's like that playing on naivety thing. Like if you showed them in trust and were like excited because you wanted your idol to hear your art or whatever.
Exactly.
That's when it's like I'd be angry because then it's like you came in and just stole that from me.
Exactly.
Like,
no, that's a totally
Yeah.
different story.
Yeah, if
but
it was just I'm a fan and I came up with this, hey, you want to see this? What? I'd be hyped. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I wrote some bar for Denzel Curry and he put it in his song, I'd lose my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd literally lose it. I'd be like, that's my bar.
True. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't enforce plagiarism in any way, but I definitely like when I lost my phone, I used to every morning I used to just go to my car, freestyle rap, and then do the whole 9 yards, and then write this huge rap on my phone, and then I
Ooh.
slowly get better every day. And I'm to where I'm comfortable now, obviously. But 6-7 months into that, I was snowboarding and I dropped my phone on the mountain.
Ooh.
And all those bars got lost. And I was like, could have been mad about my phone, but I was like, dude,
Start again.
Dude, I at least got to where I am now.
Yeah.
I remember the good ones. And if I don't remember it, then they were trash.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If their idea is not worth remembering, they're not good.
Yeah.
They're not worth it.
There's this Paul McCartney and John Lennon thing where they used to this story or myth or whatever you want to call it, where they used to write a song every single night. And if they didn't remember the whole thing in the morning, then they would scrap it.
Yeah. And that's crazy though. But also a lot of times with artists you
think about how many Beatles songs that we just
never would hear.
Yeah.
And they
would
could
have
have
changed the sound of music.
Yeah. And then it was like, nah, that's not it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, dude, paintings, like any tech, anything like that. They're like, yeah, that's cool. Not what I want.
Yeah, true. That's
Like,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like think about how many like Van Gogh threw out probably because he was just like, no.
No. This one is not it. I'll give my ear for this. Dude, Van Gogh's crazy.
Oh yeah, the whole story with him is nuts.
There's a quote I heard the other day that someone was talking that like a little bit of Van Gogh is like how that painting he did of the flowers.
Yeah,
and it's like not of the flowers, but you notice how beautiful they are if you just stop and look at them.
Yeah,
or something like that. It was something around those
like
lines.
it's not something you stare at. It's something you're just like, oh
yeah, but a painting is.
Yeah,
and so if it's, dude, this is a painting. Dude, this is a biological painting. The purple on the flowers.
Like all life is art. It's fucking
crazy,
dude. Bro. Like any of the nature documentaries, you realize, wow,
yeah,
that's insane how intricate
everything.
Like
how little we understand.
Oh yeah,
how little we understand,
dude. The ocean, I don't like as much as I love I'm a big ocean person. Love it. I like to go deep sea fishing. I like to swim. I want to go scuba diving.
The ocean kind of freaks me out.
No, same here. That's exactly it. Because I'm like, one day I'm gonna be swimming around, then some big old octopus gonna be like, tasty. And I'm like,
dude, even more than that. I mean, I grew up in the middle of the woods.
Yes, I grew up in a whole landlocked state. Like,
so it's like, dude, seeing something that big, you've never seen something as big as the ocean. There's nothing as big as the ocean.
And then you see shit like whales or great whites, and you're just like, oh,
yeah. I've never seen a whale.
I've seen a few, and it's it's cool. It's super cool. It's like a really chill experience, honestly, but it's like scary because you're like, oh, that just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, seriously.
Literally out of like the dark blue, and all of a sudden it's
has no home.
yeah.
The ocean is its home.
Yeah.
That's nuts, dude.
I
It's weird to think that we're the only species, not really, that has a home, like squirrels and stuff and
Yeah, yeah.
birds, but like really nesting. Like we make ourselves comfortable and collect stuff. And
I mean, a lot of birds do that too.
yeah, true. You're
Yeah,
right.
like
Birds
they're-
collect stuff.
Like normally it is kind of the sort of like it's a mating ritual normally, or like nesting and stuff like that.
So is this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So is
posters, like
yeah.
come on, lights, like bro.
It's true. Get that nice subwoofer.
Hey baby, you want to hear my subwoofer? Start shaking the floor.
Dude, you know it's something like naturally that's like whatever, like for mating, but like it's old. We don't see anywhere. Candlelight. That
Really?
you
think so?
I don't know. Candlelight, like that used to light up homes, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we just have
Before
more efficient
gas.
lights now.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. We get gas lanterns.
Yeah, but gas lanterns again are just not efficient. I mean, could you imagine having to fuel like
Yeah, obviously.
go to the gas station for your lights?
Yeah,
How like right now how expensive that crap would be.
true to put
It's like, yeah.
lights.
And then it's like, yeah, I mean, light bulbs and efficiency.
Yeah, no, definitely. They are efficient in the whole 9 yards,
last
but
forever.
they're just being in a room with that disgusting LED light on you
Oh yeah.
all day. That is so
Oh, yeah.
disgusting.
No, I don't
Something
like
about candlelight and sunlight and like fire.
just natural light.
Natural light is just so different.
I even think with light bulbs, like even in our, the ones, what is it? They're warmer lights that you have. I think the ones on the over the island.
Exactly. They're like theater lights.
Yeah, like those are nice because they give a glow to the room that's a little more calm. Like
yeah, agreed. Instead of it just being like this, where it's white. Yeah.
Like just like illuminates everything.
Uh-huh.
But
Dude.
like you just need that in certain places, I guess.
Yeah. Dude, I love window light.
Yeah.
I one day that's my goal.
That's why I also
my house
hate in Maine because it's only sunny for like what 3-4 months consistently.
Yeah, so my father was telling me this thing. He was like, have you ever seen the projectors on the side of the wall that look like a window?
Yeah.
So this is this theory my father has. I hope you're listening, Dad. He's like, do you think windows are gonna go out of style one day and extinct? Because I think they're so not efficient.
Windows?
One, you could just turn on your projector window and be anywhere you want.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Two, they let in so much cold, and there's hardly any sunlight in Maine. Like it's only like 3-4 months out of the year when you're actually using your windows. Most of the time, it's just letting cold in.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And so it's like, why not just have projector windows everywhere? And then
sort of like
always outside.
If it was just like like if you see in any of the like sci-fi movies or shows where they walk in a room and it all illuminates, and it's like they can turn it with a button to like a garden.
Ooh, that's cool.
Like all that stuff.
That's guess. Like probably on Mars. If you go to Mars, you're gonna need like
yeah,
you need like
even
green.
The moon, bro. Like, well, that's where
moon.
they talk about like they're like growing on the moon. They'd have to get oxygen and all that on there, and that's where you would probably start planting things.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but like, yeah, you'd have to simulate. Well, you could get sunlight. You'd probably end up just making more.
Hey, you get sunlight.
Yeah, but not as much as you'd be, I think, on Earth.
Wait, is the dark side of the moon always dark?
I don't think that's a real thing. Because the moon
rotates around the Earth. That's right.
Well, no, the moon spins too.
Spins, yeah.
So it would end up no dark side. I guess it's depending on the time of day.
Wait, what don't we see the same side of the moon every night though?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
The face in the moon?
Yes. You know how the moon has phases?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's right.
Yeah.
It's spinning. I thought it was the amount of light that was shown on the moon.
Well, I think it is, but I think it's like where we are in relation.
Wait, let's look it up. Does the moon spin?
Yeah, it's like in relation to us though.
Yeah. Oh, so China might see the other side of the moon.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. It takes time for the moon to spin, but once it rotates on its side, yeah. Okay. I'm an idiot. Honestly, I'm always spreading misinformation. Like, I don't know when I'm not spreading misinformation because I don't know.
Like, I mean, like, yeah, you don't know,
I'm
but like
taking my best guess.
Normally, most people, if they know, and then not like you have Google, you can look it up.
Yeah,
like,
true. We have like
we just
a brain.
Googled something. Yeah,
exactly.
We're trying to make context clues and figure it out off not looking stuff up. we could look it up and just sit here and be like, yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah.
True that.
Or do the whole like serious podcast thing where you come with like the list and you're like, yeah, I looked this up and did this and all that.
Dude, I never did the serious podcast, but I do like making like a list before. I've just started doing it probably like 4 podcasts ago.
Oh, really?
But it does help sometimes. It depends if it's like I don't know the person.
Like if you're with Tony, it probably helps.
Oh, I'm gonna make it really serious. I'm gonna make it like looked up questions and
yeah.
I'm gonna do everything I can to where it's gonna be like
professional.
I want Tony, I want like Livingston, I want Daigle, I want all the people that are
because Livingston would be cool.
Livingston it would be cool. Yeah,
that'd be nuts.
And I'm a TA for him. So I've asked him to do it. He was like, yeah, 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, come through. Well, I'll do it. But I want to make sure like I'm as well as I'm most prepared as I could be for this. Yeah, exactly.
Because it's going to be a very low, like it's
going to be. And he has the answers.
Yeah,
he has the answers, Sway. He has Livingston's got the answers.
The dude just know, like he could probably just be like, no.
Like, yeah, no, and I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, I don't want to just be like,
just come
what got you into trees?
Yeah.
You got all of us into trees, like, you know.
Dude, it's actually crazy. Like, you do when he did the what is it called? The whole camp thing. Tanglewood.
Yeah, I did
that cookout. Did he do that with you guys? That was so fucking cool.
Like,
that was different. Like,
it was cool. It was raining, so we went inside. We had like pancakes or something.
Oh, that's sick.
It was sick. It was with the whole class. I mean,
yeah, no, we ended up getting the cookout because we had a nice day. Because I think it was the year before you.
Yeah,
and like it was just unreal. Like his German wife.
Yeah, his wife and him were speaking German. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that threw me off for a second. I was like, oh right, yeah, he did mention he went to Germany for a couple years.
That's right, dude. That is cool, dude.
Yeah.
Learning about like teachers when like behind the scenes is always like weird. Because like
insane.
You only see him business side.
Oh yeah. And then you like actually learn a bit about his personal life. You're like, wow.
Yeah. Or anything
just
like
history.
If you see a teacher from high school and you're like at the bar.
Oh my God.
You're like, what's up, dude?
I haven't had that happen yet, but I'm just waiting for him. I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh.
And dude,
Mr. Warnock.
Yeah, no doubt. You know the ones you'll see.
Yeah, I do know the one. Coach Carey?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Indians lose this time? Again?
Yeah. Dude, that's funny. Dude, you like watching football, right?
Yeah, I watch it. I mean, I'm not very familiar with a lot of it. Yeah, I am a Steelers fan. Did you just hear about what's his name? He got hit by a car on the highway and died.
Oh, Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, Haskins. Yeah.
What was he doing on the highway?
No one knows.
Really?
No one fucking knows. Like, at least as far as I've like read into, I haven't really read much into it. I just saw the headline, read a bit. I was like, okay.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
He was
my roommate.
He was young. He was our age, 24.
Yeah. I'm 20.
Bizarre.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, no, that was insane. I was like reading that. I'm like, well, I guess that's a rip for Ben retiring.
Yeah. I was like, Ben's coming back.
Yeah, I guess see him next season. He's gonna be out there. He's just getting bodied.
50-year-old Ben Roethlisberger.
God, he's 50.
But he's not really. But
I mean, I can believe it, bro. He's old. Like
Tom Brady's gonna be 50. He's still playing.
Right. I mean, that guy's just crazy.
I know.
That guy's an engine.
Dude, I'm not gonna be in that health.
No.
Dude, he looks younger than me.
I know. Like, I was looking. I'm like, he doesn't have like a wrinkle on his fucking face. I'm like, I already got crow's feet. What the hell?
Seriously, dude.
Like, I'm old.
I'm old as fuck. I feel old. When people are like, I feel old, like this is the oldest I've been.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm not 22. I've never been 22.
Well, that's like with TikTok. Like when that took off, like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, that's when I really first felt like old for a second. Because I was like, this just didn't click to me at first.
It still doesn't. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there is a disconnect when I'm like, okay.
Dude.
But also it makes me so impatient when I use it.
TikTok?
Yeah, because it's all so quick.
Oh yeah,
I always go
that's
like,
a good
boom,
point.
Boom, boom.
I just got it for trying to promote the podcast,
and
I got 200 something views, like 300 views on the first one.
Yeah,
and then I got like 10. Like I can't pass like 10 on any of the next ones. But I'm like,
just gotta make make them crazy. That's why. Like they have to like They have to be very eye catching, and I've noticed that with TikTok and like a lot of
They
like,
have to be very eye catching.
like a lot of like the cringe stuff I've seen is like people making like loud noises and a ton of faces while they're doing something ridiculous. And I'm like, yeah, because they have to like, because they're literally grabbing like kids.
Yo, can we do something to like get TikTok famous? Like right now, what should we do to get TikTok famous? Fuck! Crazy
Yeah.
face. Ah! Ew, famous.
Just start
Us,
screaming.
please.
Yeah, please, TikTok.
We're so weird.
TikTok sponsors.
TikTok. Dude, I'm not even a big talker.
No,
I don't even talk that much. I don't even have a talk show.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Talk. All right, we gotta pull some like Eric Andre bullshit. Like all of a sudden, like all the just start destroying shit.
Yeah, no, dude, you can't destroy my shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yes. Throw
Here,
like
we'll set up a
coffee
stage
on each other.
outside. I have a bunch of fire. I told you I have fireworks. Let's do that.
Dude, we'll make that part of the show tonight.
That's gonna be intense.
An add-on. We'll fight with Roman candles. Yeah.
You trying to get your face blown off?
Dude,
Word.
I'll
Let's
dodge
do
it.
Yeah.
I'm too quick, boy.
Call it a lightsaber fight real quick.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, fireworks. Tell me about fireworks.
I don't know about a few today, just because they were me and my buddy Ben again went down to I think like Hampton, Holden, one of those two places, and just
Holden, yeah.
yeah, Holden, and bought a few just at Spirits.
Yeah.
They like 25% off total.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, I got
You're lighting them off tonight?
I don't know. I mean, I have to talk to him. He's doing some work, and probably after this, I'm gonna end up doing some work too, like because I got like some training for my work to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tell me
So I'm
about that.
putting that off.
Fuck.
Corporate. But
corporate. Where are you working?
Just All Town, like
All Town.
Fucking All Town, dude. You know Corey?
Everybody knows All Town.
Yeah, everyone does. You know Corey though?
Corey,
The big dude who wears the Celtics.
Yeah,
hoodie?
of course.
Oh my
of
God,
course.
what a homie, bro.
He is
He's
a
the
homie.
coolest dude.
The funny thing is, he little funny story before we wrap this up real quick.
Yeah.
So Corey, I'd go in there with my fake ID from Alaska every day, every single solitary day, and he would be like, "Oh, my man from Alaska, how you doing?" You know. And then when on my 21st birthday, I went in there with my main ID, and he was like, "I don't even need to see your ID. I just gotta scan it." And then like he just takes my like main ID and like scans it real quick. He's like, "Peace out, buddy." And he like knows me as the Alaska guy. So I'm like, "Oh, yeah."
Dude, he definitely just sat there and got a laugh about that.
Yeah,
like,
no,
that'd
he
be
didn't
funny.
even look at it.
Oh
He
my
was
God.
like, didn't realize I just switched states,
Oh my
switched
God,
residencies
that's amazing.
on my birthday.
Dude, when I talk to him something though, he's beat from working there. It's like because sometimes when corporate comes through, like they crack down on things.
Damn.
Yeah, like they get intense a little bit, and especially like he does a lot of shit. Like, and it's a lot of heavy lifting, bro. Like it's a
Yeah.
lot of moving all those like different drinks and stuff like around, and like they're not light. Like I've helped him before. It's not.
Yeah, it's
fun.
a lot of work, dude. That
and doing that.
sounds like a
doing that
terrible
from 10 to 10.
gas station work sounds terrible.
I mean, yeah, the All Town Kitchen isn't bad right now because it's just like I literally fill the sandwich thing. I prep food.
Yeah,
and
but
sometimes
stocking
make food.
shelves and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, if I was just like, if I needed the money and it was just easy, like if I was doing it, I do it at
Yeah.
nights. I do it at
I would
night.
do it at a small gas station. Like all the gas stations where I'm from are like the
Honestly,
size of this room.
Honestly, that Ledbetter's.
Ledbetter's, yeah.
Yeah, I'd even do it there. That doesn't seem that like it's seems like a pretty quiet
Family, yeah, family owns it. Yeah, I'd be down.
spot. Yeah, exactly.
But
That
like
would
a
be-
big corporate all town.
Yeah, like the kitchen is fine because it's a kitchen, so I can get away with BS anyway. Like I can
Exactly.
do, like I can work. I get my stuff done.
Mhm.
Normally, it's not that hard. Like it's really doesn't take me long to close, clean, do all that.
Mhm.
We were understaffed for like a couple weeks, like 2 weeks ago for 2 weeks, and it was pretty rough. Like because it was just like I would come in and it would just be like I'd come in, prep, clean, close,
Yeah,
but it would be like quick and it would be like nonstop. Like we're
Doing
normally-
stuff.
Yeah, normally it's like I'll just listen to podcasts, YouTube videos.
dude, you gonna listen to this one after?
Fucking probably. I'll listen to it. For a bit.
I hope so.
Give it a listen.
Dude, I
Probably listen to a few of them.
Yeah, hell
see what
yeah,
they're
man,
about.
that's sick.
Yeah.
Well, dude, this one's been the best one so far.
Yeah, you think so?
Well, dude, yeah,
Hey.
fuck yeah, always improving, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to have you back.
Yeah, totally, man.
I think next time we should do like we should figure out what we want to talk about.
yeah.
And then like
List
break it
it
into
out.
like 20-minute sections. So we can do
Okay.
like 3 20-minute like videos. So
yeah, that'd be cool.
you know, because it's easier to sit down and watch the whole thing. If
Yeah.
you want to watch the one about this one, Parks,
Yeah,
Meta,
on YouTube
or
now you can like literally split it up.
oh
Like,
really?
yeah, like you can split it into sections. I've seen that on YouTube videos. Is like you can take it into like if you I think it's like you put timestamps on everything.
That's
so then you can be
awesome.
like, all right, so this would be like the parks part. This would be like the GIS.
Let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. I'm gonna start doing that.
No, it's really useful. It's really useful. It's made it easy for organization if I want to come back.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I don't. I just mostly watch YouTube and shit, bro.
I'm a huge YouTube surfer.
Yeah.
Should we make this one longer and then section it up?
Maybe not today. We can do the next one because then we can come back with like stuff. Because I can definitely we can make lists and like communicate.
Ending today. Love you if you listen this far.
Yeah, it's been great.
It's like, damn. Are you gonna tell your mom to listen to it? Like,
yeah, if my mom's listening, my mom's listening, and I'm appreciating it.
Shout out your audience.
Yeah, shout out to the people listening. Shout out to all of them.
Yeah, if you made it this far,
yeah,
like, dude,
seriously, thank you for sticking out.
I know, like,
it's been a long ramble about stuff.
It's been a long ramble.
Yeah.
Me and this guy can just talk. We can talk about shooting BB guns.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
No, that's one of my favorite things right now is just to go sit out there and chill and just be like,
I know, dude, hitting some cans.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm surprised they took some of those cans just because they were into a million pieces.
Yeah, literally Swiss cheese, bro.
Yeah,
dude. That's well, we were out there shooting with Chris. Dude, Chris,
he's a good shot.
Oh yeah, I was like completely caught off guard. I was like, damn. He sat there with the one with the iron sights the whole time, just being like, bang.
Yeah,
bang.
You know it, guy.
I was like, damn.
Anyways, ending it here. Peace out, homies.
Peace out.
We have so much more to talk about in this podcast. Yeah. So stay in tune. Goodbye.
See ya.
Fuck you.